Hey social friends, I'm here just to show you just a quick little method for changing up your color. So most of my clients at this point have at least one, if not two, three, or we won't talk about how many colors they actually have. So I want to talk today about the options of getting the colors that might be in between some of your favorite colors, or just experimenting and having a little bit of fun. So I just grabbed three colors. I looked at my scarf. Obviously I'm wearing orange. I got my pumpkin spice. That's obviously a little bit peacher, if you will. Then the color I'm wearing, I have my red cherry. That's definitely redder than the colors that I'm wearing. And then of course I have my cappuccino, which just adds basically a little bit sheer sparkle, just kind of just a simple little bit of sparkle is all. So not really sure what all I'm going to come up with, but I thought it might be fun to just mix these together. Now, with LipSense, we have the 3 layers that we usually do, and you could absolutely do a, say, pumpkin spice, and then a red cherry for your second layer, and then a cappuccino, or red cherry, pumpkin spice, cappuccino, whatever you want to do. That is absolutely an option. With those 3 layers, you can get different permutations, different colors, obviously, and lots of graphics on that. If you definitely play with that. But sometimes you want to have a little bit more control over what color is actually going to come out, and I want to show you a different method of doing that. Now, what I have is, I have these little sample ones. You may recognize these from times when you would do a sample with one of my open samples. I'm just going to use this. These are super cheap, and actually, if you aren't wanting to buy a whole pack of, by the hundreds like I do, let me know. Your next order with a color, I can definitely throw in some. Just let me know. That can absolutely be a free gift with purchase. I'd be happy to do that for you if you're wanting to start playing around with the colors. So just make sure you let me know. You can also use wax paper. So I understand not everybody has these handy dandy business cards. These look familiar too. Yeah, that's me. Not in focus, but that's me. And then on the back, you may notice that I have always have my little tester, and then I can usually write down what the colors are. I like using these because sometimes when I'm playing around, I want to see what colors they are. If I have some comments or feedback on it, I can pull this back out and I can add my little notes. It was great, it was not. If you don't care about that, put it on wax paper, mix it up, and go through the same process. It's pretty much the same. Like I said though, I'm going to use this so that I can have a little bit of a record keeping of how the outcome was. Also, so we know the 3 layers of applying LipSense. So I'm going to go through the mix process, and then as I mix, after I mix and I start to apply, I'll actually edit this so that you don't have to wait the entire time of the application. Okay, so what I do is I just take my little wand and I'm just going to roll it so that I have a little bit of color. That's all I did. All right, so that's red cherry. And if you're wondering, I'm in my office. So end of the day, decided I want to change up my color, had some conversations about this, and I thought, why not? Let's just do this. All right, so there's some pumpkin spice. I might throw a little bit more on that. It's kind of a fun little copper with a lot of shimmer in there. It's considered a frost, okay? All I'm doing is just press and rolling. And while I'm doing this, oh, and then let's add a little bit of cappuccino, because this will give it just that little bit of sheerness to keep it from getting too thick. Because so now I have a matte, I have a frost, and I have a shimmer. So I have all 3. So we're just going to see what happens. I've actually not mixed these 3 together before. So then all you're going to do is you're just going to mix it up. Ooh, that's kind of fun. My lighting in here is pretty awesome. My fluorescent lighting. Hopefully I did enough. I might not have put enough on there. So I like the color, but I'm going to put some more on there. So a little bit of red cherry. Some more pumpkin spice. Okay, so like I was saying, since you all know the process already for applying the 3 layers, before I upload this, I'll go ahead and do a quick little edit, and I'll fast forward so that you can just see the process and the outcome. and we can shorten this up. I know how sometimes we have limited time. All right, get that all mixed up. Ooh, look how rich that is. That's fun. All right, so my lips are already clean. I've already done all my prep work. So now it's just application time. So these wands are also really handy. That little white piece will pop out. So if on your LipSense it starts to get a little worn or gummy, you can actually just pop it off and replace it with one of these, and that works too. All right, so I like to do a quick little wipe just to make sure no saliva is impeding the bonding process. So here we go. I'll apply this and then I will fast forward and I'll see you at the end. All right. What do you think? I like it. That's kind of fun. A little bit of shimmer, but the matte and the red cherry brought down the frostiness of the pumpkin spice, and then my shimmer just kind of thinned it out just a little bit. You can do this with any of our colors. There's no rules. Have fun. I would love it if you would post some pictures down below of some of the really awesome mixes that you guys came up with. Can't wait to see those. Have fun and a wonderful weekend.